Welcome back to Tiny Garden Tidy. In this episode we're going to look at the garlic cloves that we planted and they've started to shoot. We're going to pot tulip bulbs and plant around the new bird bath that we made some alliums and sort of develop that little area a bit more. And as always, we're going to be looking at what can happen to stylise out the potting shed to make it pleasing to me, because I love the idea of a rustic potting shed, but obviously got to do that on a bit of a low budget. If you can see behind me, I have been painting my bright orange, they're like bright orange terracotta pots with a solution of salt and water to try and give them a bit of a rustic look, or just take off the glare of the orange. Okay, let's get to the video. I hope you enjoy. Take care. Oh, I thought I'd come back on because I forgot to mention, let me know how you like your potting shed to be. Does it just need to be a workable, practical, clear space, or do you like to have all of the little rustic fancy things all set out? So you've got some galvanised steel, some wood, some hessian and some terracotta pots with a few plants here and there, and only well, I suppose no plastic. Or is that not important to you? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to know. Okay, now to the video. I want you to take a look at this. Do you remember we planted the 4 garlic cloves? Have a look. Wow, the sun is well and truly shining this morning, but I've also got another little sort of like mini garden that I've never shown you, so I'll show you that now. Isn't that just divine? That was made for me by a friend, and I've just let it get on and do its own thing. Oh, we're back at the potting shed here. Got a full view for you to see how it's laid out. And I've hung up the garden sign. You can see it there over on the right. And I'm threading some string through various tools to hang them up. Still not sure that's the best place for the tools to hang, but we're moving things around and working out what's best places for different things in the potting shed. And then once I've done that, I'm going on to planting up a variety of tulips, and I will be putting those outside the front of the shed ready for when they bloom in spring, and keeping the packets so that I can remember what's what. Or they could just be a complete surprise. I do think I could do with more workspace on that bench. I think we're quite limited. And there the pots are all lined up in front of the shed. So we'll wait till spring till we see how lovely they are. This is where I've chosen to plant the alliums around that new bird bath. Try and sort of develop that corner a bit because it's a new bed. There you are, flower. Ooh. Oh, it's a cold one this morning, but the sun is coming out. It's a sunny day. Look at this beautiful flower here. Let me just show you this. Here's a flower. That's for you. That's my flower. You are a beautiful flower. He's making the last attempt at some happiness, and he's got a brother here. Beautiful. We've got a blue sky on a fabulous morning. It's a bit chilly, but the sun is shining. Just looking at how lovely these cyclamen are. Yeah, little things like that that bring me joy. Let's go and see how we're doing in the shed. I've only just realised that that bell actually stops me from opening the shed fully. Ah, here we are. Now, a thought that I've been having is extending this unit along, or the shelf, so the bench, out, and then cover up the tumble dryer because I don't want to see it in there really, but there isn't anywhere else that it can go. I've also had a thought to move all of these DIY things down under here, maybe back behind there where the paint is, because it's looking unsightly there. I don't really want to think about that. I only want to think about pots. Plus, I need, I'm going to get lots more pots, so I need some more space. I've been thinking today what I can do to make the shed more aesthetically pleasing when I walk in for me. One of the things that I had in mind, I do want to get a chalkboard. I have got a mirror, but I think it would be too big for up there. But it would be fabulous because it would give a sense of more space. But also the mirror could fit here. And that would give a sense of more space, wouldn't it? I'm going to go and get it and have a little look. Have it, I think, would be exactly like that. But I think it blocks out more light because it is quite a dark little shed. I think it's too big, but I might go with it because it was going to be thrown out anyway. I don't like the idea of it being thrown out, so I might. I'm tidying up the shelves. I think it gives I think it gives a bit of a. I can see myself. I can see the back of me talking to you, or you can see yeah. So that's the mirror. Yeah. And this is the window. So another thing I thought of was not this window, because this does bring in light, but this window, painting it with my blackboard paint so I could put some notes up there. My problem isn't lack of ideas, it's I have too many ideas. Let me go and get those pieces of wood that I've seen that might extend this bench. So a little story about this bench. If you can see, it came with the shed that we took down at the front of the garden when we moved in, and then we painted it blue because the shed was quite big and it had quite a few of these racks, and we used them all with breeze blocks to make a little Turkish garden. It was a while back. So the blue, we painted them all like electric blue, you know, made it all look quite stylish. But now the blues faded off, and quite a lot. I mean, I did give some away. That there were about 4 of them, long, quite long, but 6 foot, 6 foot benches in this massive shed that I couldn't bring myself to throw out because I just think they were so nice and they could be used for so many things. And as we've sort of tailored down things, oh, we've I'm just putting my slippers on properly. We gave them away and they went off to other people, but we kept this one and made a little bench in here, and it looks like this is the right slat, but it's just not quite long enough. That's a shame, because what I want to do, bring the bench out to here. If you can see that, that's bringing the bench out to this down down stable part of the shed. So it would mean that half the shed is bench. It will cover the tumble dryer so that I could then put some hessian over it so we can't see it, because it's got to stay there, but it's not my favourite. So I suppose this is 1 by 2. Another little bit there. Yeah. Ideas to try and make this shed not just practical, but aesthetically pleasing. So I feel like I've got a trendy, stylish potting shed, because I absolutely love looking at those on Pinterest, and they bring me joy. So if I can replicate that in some inexpensive way, then I'm quite keen to go ahead and do that. Yeah, thinking of ways to stylize the potting shed so that it's not just practical, but it also brings me joy when I come in. I love the idea of it being stylized so it looks all rustic and hessian and wood and What about you? Does your shed need to be practical, or can it be all rustic and fancy? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this week's video of planting the bulbs late and looking at the shed and how we can stylize it. I just wanted to show you these pots. I don't know, it's a solution of water and salt, and I suppose I haven't got an example to show you of I suppose you could look at the inside here, but just to try and sort of give it a bit of a rustic look. I'm not sure if that actually is working, or whether something that did occur to me is it obviously rains a lot here. If we put them out and it rains and it washes off. So I'm not sure about that. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Okay. So that's the end of the video. I do hope that you are enjoying my tiny garden tidy. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you think that I should be doing that I haven't been doing. What I am going to start to do is a bit more research on composts. I have had a compost in the past. I find it very difficult to do well, I've only ever had a tiny garden. I find it very difficult to do in a tiny garden because I don't want an open compost. I want it to be contained. So I'm doing a bit more research on that, and so we'll get to that in the next video. So calling that compost. Okay, yeah, let me know what you think, and do take care. Bye bye for now.